That's the game. Now, the problem with that statement and why the NFL can never express that is because he sounds like a boxer. A UFC fighter is what he mentioned, but he sounds like a boxer. And boxing, as we all know, is the sport of the desperate. And it's the sport of the desperate because a lot of parents never want to see their kids enter a game like that. So I get what he's saying. The game is better in the olden times. Better the way we were taught. But as a business, the NFL can't let people be that honest because that means the decline of the sport itself.
Israel Gutierrez, you agree with that?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. In terms of entertainment, in terms of what's more fun, I agree with him 100%. I'd rather watch the game he's talking about. I'd rather play the game he's talking about. But these rules, this game was not sent up to us from on high. We created the rules for this game. And as we evolve, we recognize, oh, wait, maybe it's not a great idea to do this, as Jackie said. And some of Shazier, who was hit in this play, might never play again. And so maybe we adjust the rules. You get paid handsomely to play by these rules. And again, I'm not saying it's the game we all know and love, but it is the game that we are allowed to play right about now. So I get the complaints. I just think that, yeah, it's a game. There are all these rules that are set upon us.
Woody Page.
Jackie's right. It's evolved over the years. I went back after the subject came up and looked at Dick Butkus and some of his highlights. And look what became of Butkus. He was one of those who had a lot of severe injuries as a result of playing in the game. But it speeded up the game. From when I started covering it, it's a much faster game. It's a more talented game. And so you do have to change. In fact, let me mention crackback blocking. That was allowed in the NFL for years and years. Then it was outlawed. And as a result, you don't have those serious knee injuries from the side that you had before. So, yes, you've got to make changes to it. In fact, they're talking about targeting as a possible change. And I think that the players have to get on board and within the framework of the Players Association and say, yes, we agree with these changes.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing in a parallel conversation about targeting the college game. Kalishaw said it on our show. Nobody wants the college rule in the NFL. And then I had 3 panelists on that show raise their hand and say, I want the targeting rule that the college has in the NFL. Jackie, is that the way the NFL can evolve their game?
I think it's one of the ways. And I think the mistake everybody's making, too. So Woody goes back to look at Butkus. How big was Butkus? Not as big as these guys. The players today are bigger, faster, stronger. And so the force is bigger, faster, harder. And that, to